Biggest frauds of all time bracket. 1 seed, the 2025 New England Patriots versus 8 seed Bernie Madoff.
Yeah, Bernie Madoff may have scammed people out of millions of dollars, but at least he didn't scam millions of people out of watching a decent Super Bowl. That was the Patriots. They're way bigger frauds, and they move on here.
4 seed Frank Abagnale versus 5 seed Hinge Catfishes.
Eli, imagine having this Hinge profile. Pan Am pilot, doctor, lawyer. Unless you're Frank, you're not remotely living up to that resume. Hinge Catfishes move on here.
3 seed James Harden in the playoffs versus 6 seed the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, we're taught to fear the beards, but that's because he's good at hoops, not because he wraps a giant curtain around himself, projects a big face, and calls himself the great and powerful. The Wizard is the bigger fraud and advances here.
2 seed Jordan Belfort versus 7 seed Ray Gun.
Something just came across my desk, Eli, that is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have just 5 seconds of your time, I'd love to share it with you. Imagine this. You show up to the Olympics as a breakdancer. You convince everyone you're going to put on a great routine, and then you have absolutely no idea what you're doing. The 7 over the 2. Reagan's the bigger fraud.
Well, let's go to the Final Four, shall we? It's 1 seed the 2025 New England Patriots versus 5 seed Hinge Catfishes.
Yeah, I saw a Hinge profile today that said, I'm a great playoff quarterback. My team rushed for more yards in the Super Bowl than Bad Bunny traveled during the halftime show, and I wasn't seeing ghosts out there. The profile name was Drake May, and I knew I was being catfished because those things sure as heck aren't true. Drake May and the Patriots in the final.
The other semifinal, number 6, the Wizard of Oz versus number 7, Ray Gun.
Yeah, Eli, when it was all said and done, the Wizard was able to give the Scarecrow a brain. He gave the Tin Man a heart. He gave the Lion some courage. But those were easy tasks. If he could just give Ray Gun some breakdancing moves, he could remove that fraudulent stamp. But he couldn't. The Wizard to the final.
Well, that takes us to a final of 2 absolute frauds. It's number 1, the 2025 New England Patriots. It's number 6, the Wizard of Oz. Jones, who wins?
Eli, for this final, let me tell you a story. Today, I went to the Wizard of Oz and I said, what did you think of the Super Bowl? And he said, Jones, Drake the Schedule May was exposed. Mike McDonald had the Patriots in a blender. There was no Bo Nix in that AFC Championship game in the first place, and Gonzo was the only one who played up to snuff. I guess something about the Emerald City route artist being involved in the equation gets Oz to be 100% authentic. The 2025 New England Patriots, the biggest frauds of all time, the MVP, Will Campbell.